Hello everybody, this is the Daily Heflin, and today we're going to be talking about 10 snack foods. I asked you guys to tell me any snack foods that you guys like growing up when you were kids, that you like munching on when you were in class or at home. And some of these snacks are unfortunately not with us today, but some of them are still fortunate enough to be on the shelf. So today I'm going to be talking about 10 of these snacks, and there'll probably be a part two because you guys gave me lots and lots of foods, and they're really interesting. Some I haven't even heard of, but so let's just get into the video. Okay, so for number 10, we have Cheez-Its Grips. Now, these things I have actually had before when I was a kid, and I would usually get like a lot of these at the stores. So essentially what they were made in 2005, and you can still get these today. And they are basically these little tubes of or these little pouches of these tiny little they're about the size of like a corn, like an uncooked popcorn kernel. And essentially they could be Cheez-Its flavor or cookie flavor or rainbow chocolate chip. I think those were my favorites. But those are really good. They give you like a whole bunch of them, and you can just like shake them, kind of like fish food. You can just shake them in your hand, just pop it in your mouth. Those are really tasty. I miss those, and I didn't know you could still get them today. So for number 9, we have combos. Now, these things are still being made today, and these things are delicious. So essentially, they're like these cylinder pretzel, tortilla, cracker, kind of like these little kind of cylinders. They're really tiny. They're about as big as like a fingertip, about that length. And essentially, they come in a lot of different flavors. These were made in 1970, and they're still being made today. So these are a very popular snack, and they can come in a variety of flavors like cheddar, which is the default flavor, buffalo wing, pizza flavored, ranch flavored. There's a lot of crazy flavors. Like they have like this really weird, like this little filling inside they put, and they're really good. They're a really good salty snack, and they're still being made today, so you can fortunately still get them. Number 8, we have Dunkaroos. Now these are these little like cookie sticks, or these little like cookie wafers that you could dip into frosting, and you can just dip them and just pop them in your mouth. And these unfortunately were discontinued in 2012, but they are being re-released this year. We don't know when, we don't know why, probably because they were delicious. I never tried them, but they will be making a comeback on shelves this year. Number 7, we have Hubba Bubba Ouch. Now, these things I haven't even heard of, but essentially they were this packaged gum that came in these little containers that kind of look like Band-Aid containers, and each stick of gum was wrapped to look like a Band-Aid, essentially why they were called Ouch. So if you had like a boo-boo, then you put Band-Aids on boo-boos. So these gum, they came in watermelon, cherry, all these flavors, but they were redesigned in 2009 to look a little bit, the packaging was changed, and I haven't seen them personally. I don't even know if you can like get them, and like unless you buy them on Amazon, because I haven't seen them. But yeah, they're still being made, but just under a different packaging. So for number 6, we have JellO pudding pops. Now these things were really popular at the time, but not popular enough because they were introduced in 1970, but unfortunately they were brought off the shelves in 1990. I remember I saw a commercial with Bill Cosby in them because he's like the mascot or like the spokesperson for those commercials. And essentially they were like these popsicles, and they were made of pudding, and they were like really sweet. And they look delicious. I never had one, and I probably never will unless like there's like recipes you can like make them your own, but I'm sure they're not as good as the original ones. But it's unfortunately that we're missing out on such a really cool product that I've unfortunately never got to try. So for number 5, we have French Toast Crunch. Now this came out in 1995 and was available until 2006. And essentially what these were, they're like Cinnamon Toast Crunch, but they were these little bread-shaped little cereal bits that essentially taste like French toast. And they were actually reintroduced in 2014, so you can still get them. They might be harder to find. You might have to go to like all around your area to find a box, but they are still being made today. So for number 4, we have Oreo Cakesters, and these things I loved as a kid. They were by no means healthy, but they were delicious. So essentially what these were, they were, just think of an Oreo, and just imagine the little wafers, the chocolate wafers, the Oreo cookies, and imagine them as cakes. And imagine the filling and like the cream as actually kind of like frosting. So essentially it was like a frosting sandwich. And they came in like these little like 2-packs. And unfortunately they were brought off the shelves in 2012 and we've never seen them since. I was fortunate enough to try them, loved them so much, and now they're gone. I mean, you can still find recipes how to make them, but they'll never beat the original. So for number 3, we have Yogo Bits. Now, these are things I have seen commercials of back in the day. They were made in early 2000s, and they were brought off the shelves for some unknown reason in like late 2010. But essentially what these were, they were these fruit snacks, and they were coated in yogurt. So, yeah, just imagine a fruit snack, but just covered in, like, just yogurt. And they'd be, like, these little bits, and you can just pop them in your mouth. And essentially, they were really good. They were really popular. I never got to try them, unfortunately, because I guess I just didn't really care for fruit snacks. I really cared more about the Oreo Cakesters than anything else. But, unfortunately, they are no longer with us, and we'll never know why they were brought off shelves. They just mysteriously disappeared. So, for number 2, we have giant Goldfish. These things were essentially your regular Goldfish, but they were big. Now, if you guys know about the cinnamon giant Goldfish that they made, they give them out in like breakfast, those little breakfast crates from elementary school. They'd usually come in like little packs of 2, and they taste like cinnamon. Those are basically what these giant Goldfish were, but they were just the cheesy flavor you guys know today. But they were huge, and they were delicious. But for some reason, they brought them off the shelves. I cannot find any information about these, talking about when they were made or when they were brought off the shelves, but I can only find that picture that was on the screen that showed them, because they existed. I remember I got them at Meijer. My mother used to get them, and they come in this giant box, and they were amazing. Why'd they have to get rid of them? They were so good. So for the number 1 spot, we have alphabet pretzels. These things were delicious. I don't know what made them any better than regular pretzels, but these things were amazing. Essentially, it's really easy to explain. They're pretzels shaped as letters of the alphabet. And you could get these in just a regular, I don't think Rolled Gold made them. I think it was a different brand, but they were brought off the shelves for some unknown reason. I used to love them. I remember specifically the Z's and the N's were extra crunchy. I don't know why, I just remember it that way. And I don't think I like made words. I just popped in my mouth. They were just really cool. Like, I'd love to know why or like how they were made. It's just really interesting, and it's just really unfortunate that people today aren't going to be able to have those things. Now, I did a little research, and you can find these you can still get them in these little like cans on eBay or Amazon, but you cannot find these in stores. They are gone, gone, gone. So that is it for today's video. There'll be another video. There'll be a part 2 coming up shortly. But this video had just been too long because a lot of you guys, we had like 20 things. But thank you guys for watching. If you have any foods that you grew up with and you miss, or if they still make them, comment down below, share them with me. I'd love to read them, and I'd love to see if I can remember eating those things. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.